Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grind and Grow. This one, however, is not an interview. Today we are going to do an application spotlight episode. So if you don't know, we have a new website called grindandgrow.online. You guys want to check that out, but we have an awesome feature on the website, which is called the Ideas or Business Tools request. And one of the business tools request or business ideas we encountered on the website was a Spaza stock application. Now, this one is quite cool because it gives you the ability to record inventory and sell inventory and manage inventory within your small spaza shop or little vendor shop, or I mean, if you manage a small market, this is an awesome tool to get you going. This process or this episode is going to take you through, I'll take you through some of the features that we've built with the tools. So first up, it's a web application. For the purposes of this demo, we've called it Spaza Stock Demo. And on the homepage, it's basically a full overview of the application, right? So this is just a bit of a text about what the application does, and you can see right on the right hand side over here where you can see some stats about your inventory and sales, also projected shelf revenue in terms of what your stock you have entered into the system, which is quite cool. So it's split into a few features, that is, or modules. There's a point of sale module where you can actually use the application to sell your products through the point of sale module. It's got a few reports that you can check out, which is quite cool, where you can track your stock. And yeah, let me take you through the system. So first of all, on the dashboard, it's basically a executive summary view of your business, right? So it will tell you off the bat what needs attention in terms of your stock, how's your sales doing, your supplier orders, etc. You can manage all from your dashboard, right? So let's go to one of the options where we can create a purchase order, right? So we've got some demo demo data on the system for you, but basically you can choose your supplier. Once your suppliers are loaded, you can choose your product, the quantity, the unit cost, the order date, the expected date, and a status. Then when you create this order, the order will be tracked on the right hand side over here, where you can go and update your status. So based on the input that you're given, expected date for delivery is the 18th of March. It's a bit delayed, so it will probably come a bit later, but it gives you a nice overview of the feature of the product that is coming into the system. And you can go and update your status. So now the status will be in transit. So it's a nice view in terms of your stock inventory or tracking from suppliers as well. Then we've got our inventory module. And this is where you can load all of your inventory, right? Your physical products that you have. You can enter a name, SKU, a category, units, cost, price, etc. They will come all on the right hand side when you add them. When you click into a product, you can go edit the cost sale price or the selling price. You can change the supplier if needed, and you'll see basically the input of the number of units that you've added. To give you a nice view over here on the right hand side as well. So that's inventory. You can also search different categories, so you can drill down in different categories in terms of looking easier way of looking for your products, right? Then we have a customers module, which is quite cool as well. You can create customer profiles, right? So this is like if you want to track your usual customers, and you want to maybe give them some loyalty points, etc., for supporting your brand or store. That you can do easily on the customer side over here, right? So you can see there's a few customers loaded, and the purchase date is right here over here, and you can then set up the points you get for every purchase through the loyalty module as well, which is quite cool. Then we have public specials front end page as well, where you can load up specials where your customers can view them on a public specials page, which is quite nice. Obviously, your customers want to keep track of specials that you load. and they get alerts via email or push notifications. As an example, they will enter their details of the year and subscribe to all the updates that you add onto your specials page, which is quite nice as well. Overall, you can configure your business from the platform as well. And guys, this is just a demo from the idea that we got. And this is I found it important to maybe showcase this, because this is the kind of stuff that we can do through the Grind and Grow platform. So it's not only about interviewing business owners and getting ideas and tips. Yeah, it's about actually taking business challenges and what we have today and using our platform and network to actually create solutions to those problems for small businesses in South Africa. So back to the system, configuring your profile in terms of what's your business name, contact number, etc. That you can do from your business profile, and then you can also load up some users. If you have more staff, you can load them as users to also interact and to engage with the system or log into the system and perform various tasks. A nice feature that I really like is basically understanding the business from a reporting perspective. So how is the business doing in terms of sales, product, and inventory? This is very nice feature to have a nice bird's eye view on your business, right? So sales over time, as an example. In my demo, I can see I have an upward trend, which is obviously great for business because I'm doing more sales. I can see what is my top category selling, which is drinks at the moment, and then where's the money moving. So what stock am I buying? Yeah, well, the top product is obviously drinks, the number of units sold, which is the top product. Next is the pantry category with 1 unit sold, and then also gives me a nice view of how the customers pay. So let's say you have a card or payment machine, an EFT machine, and you use that and you record your sales with that payment method in your system. It will show up over here. And then obviously in the demo case, you can see the customers pay. Top payment method is cash, right? Further down, the best sellers across the whole business, and what in terms of products. So a very nice view as well. Obviously, when your inventory is added to the system, you can see where that stock value sits, right? So currently 88% of reliability is in the Township Value Wholesale, which is the supplier. So that's my top supplier in terms of what I bring. Where it gets its reliability from is the status of when that stock came. So remember I showed you about the delayed and the in transit. If that status is on track, this will give you your percentage in terms of reliability. Transactions behind the numbers, so sales, how many customers walked in per day, and basically a nice summary view of how your business is doing, which is quite cool. So it gives you quite some values as well on top. Sales made for the day, the average basket size of the business for the customer, estimated gross profit in terms of your selling price that you've added to your customer table, and then number of transactions, which is quite cool. Newsletters, so a nice marketing tool. So if you want to send your customers some newsletters in terms of specials and events around your business or store or Spaza, that's easily done over here with the newsletter page, where you can create some content and you can then schedule, send that directly or immediately to all users that have subscribed to your newsletters. So that's a very nice feature. And then basically the biggest one, the one that I like, is the point of sale feature or module, where you can actually use this as a point of sale interface, right? So let's say someone comes into your store, you have a tablet, you have a PC or a laptop, you go to the link, and basically all the point of sale items over here is linked to your inventory module that I've showed you before, which is nice. So here you can go add your stock, and let's say the customer has 2 loaves of bread. As an example, they want the airtime voucher, you can add that, and then you can basically ask a few questions just for the data in your system. Obviously, if it's a walk-in or a new customer, you can record that customer's details. The more data you have, the better. Or if it's a current customer that you already have in your database, you can select them as well, and you can automatically allow them to opt into the newsletter. So when you send out those communications, they receive them and obviously your cash payment or your payment method. That is, when you complete your sale, you will see the stock now updates automatically, the total of the stock updates automatically, and your transactions are saved. So when I go back to reports, you'll see that number go up a bit, and you'll see the sale product recorded today, which is quite awesome. So this is just an idea. If you guys do feel that it's useful, I will be doing more of this application spotlight episodes that you guys get more value out of it. But I think this is quite a feature or an idea that can probably go to market if we get lots of uptake and interest. Yeah, Spaza shop, inventory tracker, right here on Grind and Grow. Stay tuned for another episode of Application Spotlight right here with myself, Garth. Cheers.